buying food is a lot more expensive than it used to be, not just for consumers, but also for the businesses making it.
Everyone is doing it tough and everyone is spending very cautiously.
The cost of everything has gone up for Craig Rochar's business, from gas and electricity to chicken. But given the intense competition in the food industry, Craig has been unable to pass on most of those cost increases to his customers.
They may accept a different quality, they may accept a slightly smaller size, but ultimately they're not prepared to pay more than a certain price.
In the year to October, inflation remained steady at 2.1%, driven by food prices, in particular fruit and veg, up 8.5%. Rents rose by 6.7%, but would have been higher without rent assistance. But fuel prices fell almost 12%. And electricity prices tumbled nearly 36% thanks to energy rebates. Unfortunately, underlying inflation, which ignores some of the more extreme price changes, rose to 3.5%.
We have made very substantial, very welcome, very encouraging progress in this fight against inflation. And the fight against inflation has been this government's #1 priority.
Standards of living in Australia have been in freefall, they have collapsed.
Economists say these inflation figures won't put any pressure on the Reserve Bank to cut interest rates soon.
We do think the decision for a February rate cut is still a coin toss at the moment. There is a very high risk that they might have to delay it until May.
So even though inflation is overall on the way down, it's still tough for a lot of households. According to analysis from AMP, prices at the shops have jumped 20% over the past 5 years, while wages have only risen 13%. So living standards have gone backwards.
I've got a bill for the last quarter of $196.63, so we might as well say $200.
Susan Hawkeswood is retired, lives in social housing, and withdraws more than $500 a week from her super to get by.
I can't see things getting better. I've cut back on meat. I've certainly cut back on any kind of cafe eating. You know, that's something that I can't do anymore.
In New South Wales, around 60% of elderly people are experiencing loneliness, made worse by the high cost of living. That's according to a survey conducted by the Council of the Aging.
People on the lowest income brackets are most at risk of being lonely because of their inability to spend money on discretionary things like going out for a cup of coffee with friends or going to the movies or just catching up generally.
And that is leading to tough choices.
People have been going to their GPs with maybe 3 or 4 scripts, and they're asking their GP, which of these 3 scripts should I purchase this month because I don't have enough money to be able to cover all of them.
I don't think there's going to be a really big improvement in the next 12 months unless there's really significant government intervention.
But more cost of living relief means more money in people's pockets, which could drive inflation higher.